wow, that's loud. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy D.Wise, and I'm back with another episode of OTV Live. This is the show for the independent creative. Tonight is just us two, man. We kicking it. I'm kicking it.
Kicking it old school.
Kicking it old school. Just two people, man. Two peas in the pie, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, your boy D.Wise, and we got Standby Gypsy in the building holding down the boards tonight.
What's going on, D? How you doing tonight?
And everything is going okay. Well, all right.
All
Put it
right?
like that.
Why just all right? Something happened? Something happened on the way?
Nah.
You ain't get pulled over or nothing, right?
Nah, Wells Fargo is messing up my fucking money
Wells
right
Fargo.
now.
They fuck on everyone's money. Weren't they in the news about something not too long
Right.
ago?
Well,
They had a big breach.
yeah, they had some kind of breach. They had a breach, and then on top of that, they started paying people back from. They was doing some more shady shit a few years ago. I'm thinking about getting rid of them.
Okay.
And going over to like a credit union. Like something like that.
I think those are the safest, and helping the little guy out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So I'm
Get better rates. You can get loans from them, actually.
Yeah. I got a loan from Wells Fargo, so I got to pay them back on that one.
You better. It'll show up at your door.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a wrap.
It'll be like that movie Fargo.
No, I hope not. I'm not trying to get dumped in the ice. I'm not trying to go there, man. Yeah, just not trying to go there. But yeah, man. This weekend was it was a little bit uneventful. I had a wedding up in Connecticut. Mm-hmm. I think it was almost at Norwalk. So
Okay.
I mean, it was.
I remember the last one you went to was a little hectic. I think what was going on in the last one? Hey, tables and chairs being thrown? No.
Nah. You thinking of something else, man?
Okay.
Nah. Last week was all right.
I'm thinking of that City Island video.
Oh, that City Island video is crazy.
That was crazy.
But nah, man. I did a show with Stolen Moments.
Okay.
So shout out to them. But yeah, man. I just spending more time with my son. I just found out that I'm going to be a godfather to a new baby.
Oh, you're gonna be a godfather.
I'm gonna be the godfather. Yeah. So
give you some spaghetti. You can't.
Naya's best friend. Naya's best friend, Brianna, had a baby girl.
Oh, congratulations,
Charlie. Yeah, congratulations to you. And I went to go see the little munchkin sleep.
They're munchkins now.
Oh,
a little bit. They won't be.
Of course not. My son will be turning 2 next week. He's running around picking stuff up.
Does he have a phone yet?
Oh no. Well, no. Yes, he does. He has one of the VTech.
Does he really?
Yeah. He's got the cell phone.
I thought I was just joking.
Nah, he's got a little cell phone. He talks to you and stuff.
Man. Okay.
Yeah. So, man, listen. But all in all, it's gonna be okay. I just need some money to put in my account because they took all of it. Yo, I got hit with like 4 overdraft fees.
Oh damn!
I was like, yo, and then they left me with like $2 in the bank.
Ain't that the worst?
Yo, I'm like,
they charge you more of what they know you don't have.
Right. I'm like, whatever, man. It is what it is. Well, anyway, folks, I actually got to meet the baby that was born, Charlie, little Charlie. Her father's actually a producer.
Okay.
A music producer. So he's trying to get into the business. So I sat down there last night and had this long talk with these guys trying to get into the industry. I'm like, dude, I've seen it. I was just like, yo, I was trying to tell them the pitfalls, what to look out for, who's on your side and who's not on your side, how to pick out who's really down for you, who's not. So are we frozen?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just wondering if it was frozen because I see my mug up there. All right. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, we got some movement on the charts. We're about to do the top 10 independent albums in the country. We got some things that we're going to be talking about tonight. The GQ cover with Colin Kaepernick as Citizen of the Year.
Shout out to him.
We are going to be talking about... Is
he calling in tonight, Colin?
I wish.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah. If we could get Colin Kaepernick on the phone right now, I'd definitely go viral. Yeah. He called into some random podcast.
Hey, Obama sat in on that random podcast in some dude's basement. I mean, it was obviously...
Oh, you're talking about Mark Maron.
Mark Maron, yeah.
Yeah. What the WTF, one of my favorite podcasts. Mm-hmm. But he came through. But he said that the preparation to have...
I'm sure.
Obama there. Like
He can't just show. He
it was
didn't
like
just
a
knock on his
week.
door.
It was like a week before. Like they were scanning buildings.
Going through his garbage.
Yeah, they did everything.
Yeah.
He said that there was people like 3-4 blocks away that were affected by it. Like they like they had to stay in their house. Like they couldn't leave. Like it was crazy. They said they locked down the whole block.
Damn.
And he was like, "No, I want to come." He was like, "I don't want you to come to me. I'm gonna come to
Come
you."
here, yeah, because Obama's a real dude.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
he's chilling.
I think you get a break after you've done 8 years as the president of the United States. I think you deserve a long and well-deserved vacation.
True.
I think no matter what party you're on, you go in that office and it's not what you think it is, and it's way tougher than you think it is, and then you lose all your hair, you get a bunch of gray hairs with the ones that's left, and then you're like,
well, he didn't lose anything, but he definitely went gray.
I think he thinned out a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, his hairline's not quite as strong. Not quite.
Well, you know what, man? It's funny. It's funny. I was talking to somebody about this. When you get to a place of like somebody like Obama, right? Do you ever notice that someone that gets into politics, their hairline is never really straight? Like they never get the line. Like it's never the line. I
noticed that about NBA players too.
I don't know what it is. Like the line is not. When we go to the barber, they line us up with the T-liner.
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to Andy's. Got one in my crib.
Right.
Little gray one.
Little baby powder on there maybe
yeah,
sometimes.
Little talcum powder. You know what I'm saying? And your shit is crisp. Lace.
Yeah.
And then they come after with the actual barber, you know what I'm saying? Straight edge and come and line you up.
Yeah.
I don't see that in older black. I don't see that in older black men, famous black men.
I don't think they give a fuck. I think that's what it is.
You think it is?
I just think that's what it is.
You think they just roll out of bed? They doing a Danny Glover?
Yeah, because, you're a black man in America. I mean, there's a certain level of I don't give a fuck just walking out the door, just in general. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I won't say my age, but
yeah, I
ain't Obama's age. So if I'm Obama and I was the president of the United States for 8 years, I really don't give a fuck. So I'm just saying, it's just you're married, you got kids, you don't care. Would you care? What's one of the things that you're gonna let go? When you get of a certain age. I'm not even gonna say when and if you.
I was thinking about it today because, as everybody has noticed, I have gained a lot of weight in the past year or two.
Okay.
After the baby was born, the running around, the not getting to the gym as often as I would like. I was going 3 to 5 times a week. Now I don't go at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. It's no excuse because I can find the time. Of course. But I'm just tired.
Beyonce has the same 24 hours.
Yo, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired.
I hear you.
And
it's not easy.
No, but I'm about to start back.
Okay.
But I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I think that's the first thing to go. For me.
Okay.
Because first of all, I'm an emotional eater.
Well, you're actually doing it reverse. I mean, let go as far as a habit that you do now to make sure you're sharp, that you're going to let go when you're older because you don't give a fuck.
That's a good question.
Wear the same drawers 2 days in a row?
No. Nah, son. I'll go and buy a pair. I'll go and buy a pack before I get to do that.
Yeah,
man.
I feel it.
Ooh, that is a good question. Like something that I do now routinely that I know that's going to be
that
like.
You do to keep up because, you still want to have your swag. But then when you hit, 50, 55, 60, you're like, man, I ain't doing that every damn day. Or I ain't doing that once a week, once a month.
I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty set.
Okay, good.
I don't think there's
That's
anything.
a good thing.
I mean, I've been addicted to polo. If you watch every episode of this podcast, I got polo on every single night. If I'm not wearing a T-shirt that has Marvel characters on it or DC characters, because that's what I love to wear, I'm a geek. So,
shout out to Gail Godot. She also won Woman of the Year, I think, for GQ.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to her. Yeah, man. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, I mean, she's doing a lot of stuff outside of, being Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? She's doing. Yeah. She's got.
I was too busy watching Wonder Woman.
You didn't even like it that much, did you?
I didn't know those words never came out of my mouth. I thought that was a great movie.
Oh, okay.
Great movie.
Well,
one of the best Marvel of the whole Marvel series so far.
Marvel, that's DC, bro.
I mean DC. You know what I mean?
Well, of course, anything's better than Batman vs Superman. But you know what? I thought Man of Steel was a good movie. But
It
everybody
grew on me. It's grown on me. I've finally been able to let go and make it its own movie.
right.
Because I'm so locked in. I'm such a Christopher Reeve, 1978,
Right.
Richard Pryor and Gene Hackman and the whole bit. And when they did that Superman Returns reboot with
Ooh, shit.
what's his name? Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor.
Right.
I thought it was great. A lot of people thought it was corny, but Superman is corny. And it played
Right. I actually thought that was a pretty good movie because it's quintessentially tying up what happened from Superman 2.
True. Yeah.
Because 3 and 4 sucked.
I loved 3. 4 was horrible. Richard Pryor, man, I know. Listen, I know.
Come
All right,
on,
as
man.
an adult, when I went back and
the
watched
plot
it, yes,
of
it was,
the film is
yes,
terrible.
I get it. But as a kid,
Oh,
I loved
okay.
it.
All right. I
Yeah.
got you.
Richard
We
Pryor,
won't
they
get
brought
into
in
this tonight.
Smallville. Lana Lang, Lois getting jealous.
Right.
The computer that tried to beat him almost beat him. Shot
Right,
kryptonite at him.
Right.
As a kid, it was exciting.
I thought ignoring the plots of 3 and 4
Yeah.
and continuing on, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Bryan Singer, I thought did a great job.
Great
I thought the set pieces were good. I thought the plane scene,
Oh, that was phenomenal.
that was a
Phenomenal.
great plane scene.
Yeah.
I didn't like the costume at all. That's one.
Yeah.
Number 2 is it left it so open ended because that little kid was his kid.
Right. You want to see more?
I did, but then again, I was just like, I thought Kevin Spacey was a great Lex Luthor.
Killed it.
I thought he was great.
He was what Heath Ledger was to Joker.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Well, because Gene Hackman was you can't outdo Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. You can't. In my book, you can't. F you, man. All right, he wasn't as good, but I'm just saying he did a great job. He did a great job. Maybe he didn't touch any balls that day. I don't know. No, Kevin Spacey sucks balls.
Yo, something wrong. Yo, you know what? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? Let's get into that.
Let's talk about it.
Now that Harvey Weinstein, you know what? Let me check the chat because I want to make sure that people are definitely with us right now. But after it wasn't even Harvey Weinstein.
Yep. You got Stevie in the chat.
Oh,
Nia's
Knuckles is in the chat. Hey, Nia, what's going on? Stephanie is in here. Hey, Steph, what's going on? Yeah, so, it's all started with Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
The takedown was real.
I'm trying to think if there's someone before Cosby, but yeah, the biggest
Biggest
Yes.
one, profile-wise. Cosby was the one. And all my people that's in the chat room right now, you feel free to speak on this. So after they got such a high-profile person like Bill Cosby, and some people don't believe it, and I'm like, yo, listen, I've been in the music industry for over 20 years now.
Right.
Now I'm not. You don't know who I am. I don't have a big hit, but I've been around people that A, produced the hits, B, sang the hits,
right?
And I've been around them.
Right.
I've heard these rumors about Bill Cosby years ago.
My mom worked in publishing. She
Right.
worked for ABC back in the 70s.
Right, and she knew.
She knew.
And she knew.
She was
like if anybody tells you to go up to his room, don't go. Like this is the shit that I was hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was the actual shit that I was hearing. And
go up to his room.
Whoops.
Don't go.
I don't know
Uh-oh.
where that came from.
hey, it's the truth, man.
I don't know where this is coming from.
Oh, this is me. My bad.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm not doing that.
My bad, people.
All good.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, join the convo. We're here. But after Harvey Weinstein, which is one of the big wigs, because he started out as an independent.
Yeah, what's the name of his?
It was Miramax.
Miramax, right?
He started out
Mr.
Miramax.
Independent.
Right.
Yeah.
He was Miramax.
He should have been on OTV Live.
back then. The only thing that he had, Miramax was actually, they were distributed through Disney. Mm-hmm. And Miramax was the complete indie company. Like all the movies that Quentin Tarantino directed, the first 4 or 5 movies was all done by Miramax. Okay. So his first movie, Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. Second movie, Pulp Fiction. Mm-hmm. Third movie, I think, is Jackie Brown, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, yeah, Jackie Brown, and then I think there was one more after that.
Kill Bill?
Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. Those were all distributed by Miramax Films. Mm-hmm. Then Disney bought out Miramax, and then that's when Harvey Weinstein and his brother ended up going and making the Weinstein Company and getting distributed by another major. Okay. So, from what I understand, Harvey Weinstein's brother got out after they sold it to.
Oh, he was over the business. He was like, I'm getting out of here.
No, but from what I understand, from what some inside people were saying, he kind of saw that this was going to happen.
Oh, really? Like, saw the writing on the wall.
He saw the writing on the wall. Wow. He saw his brother getting deeper and deeper. Getting deeper and deeper into the industry, because they started out as indie darlings, right? And then they ended up being one of the most prestigious, companies.
They ended up becoming the man,
right? Yeah. But the thing was that with the power comes that urge,
responsibility.
But with that power, it comes into, okay, now I got the power. Let me see what these chicks can do for me. You know what I mean? So that's what went down.
In some cases, Terry Crews.
When Terry Crews said that, that's another thing that flipped it around on its head. Because they're just like, okay, men are taking advantage of women. But what about the men that are getting taken advantage of by men?
Absolutely. Grown-ass men. And I posted this because, I have friends that, especially with the Cosby allegations, a lot of people are like, yeah, but these women are coming out of the woodwork. Maybe they're trying to get something out of it. Maybe it wasn't as bad. Maybe it's 30 years ago. Whatever the case may be. But I think again, these are people that aren't in Hollywood. These are average people. Right. That don't understand how sick Hollywood is. And I'm not an insider, but I understand the abuse of power and what can happen in situations. Especially when you're in a place. Hollywood, aka Hollyweird, and we know about, the Breakfast Club and all the kids in the 80s and all the shit that they went through, and obviously Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman.
Didn't Macaulay Culkin say that he was sexually abused when
I'm sure he did. I think
he did. But they were saying the whole crazy part was Corey, I think, what's
Feldman.
Mm-hmm. Corey Feldman said that he named his accusers.
Yeah.
When they were investigating Michael Jackson, because they knew that they were friends.
Right.
They were friends, and he said you used to hang out with Michael. So when the first allegation started against Michael, they interviewed Corey Feldman, and he asked him, well, have you ever been abused in the industry?
Yeah.
And Corey Feldman was like, yeah, and it was like, was it by Michael Jackson? He was like, no.
Right. It wasn't Mike.
Like, he was like, it wasn't Michael. Like, Michael never touched me, never did anything. Yep. He was like, it was this person, and that person.
Wow.
And he named them, and they never went after them. Like, there's literally paperwork of him saying it was this executive who pulled down my pants
and they would feed them like drugs and alcohol and cigarettes as children. Mm-hmm. I'm trying
13, 14.
Drew Barrymore. She's got stories. It's disgusting.
Drew Barrymore said that she was drinking and drugging by the time she was like 12.
Yeah, like hardcore, like an adult. Like
she was doing coke when she was like 15.
Like she was Belushi or something. You know what I mean? Like she was Farley. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so you think about it, when you have someone like a Terry Crews come out and admit that, where has the industry gone when, these, short, not in shape white dudes have the balls, pun intended, to grab, a 6'5", 250-pound, whatever his math is, to grope him in public at a party. And
in front of his wife.
In front of his wife.
Yo.
That's crazy. crazy.
You really have to have a pair of fucking balls on you to grab a grown man's dick in front of his wife.
I mean,
and then he said, "Oh, I'll just." And he said to the guy, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Ah, come on, man. You know I'm just playing around."
No.
You playing around? Okay, Stephanie said victims usually don't speak up because they are afraid, not because they want something out of it.
Totally.
No, we understand that, but Stephanie, the difference is with this whole situation that's going on now, these people said something about it years ago, but the money and the power just shuts them right up.
Yep.
There is a clip of Courtney Love outside of a Comedy Central event.
Okay.
And a lady comes up to her and says, you know, if you have any advice for, you know, women trying to break into the industry. And she goes, yeah, if Harvey Weinstein invites you up to his hotel room, don't go.
Wow.
And this was in 2005, Gypsy.
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
But Gabrielle Union brought up the point on Sway in the Morning. She said, you know, Hollywood had already made up their minds about Courtney Love. So her opinion was never valid.
Didn't matter. Yeah, it's tough when it's coming out of the mouth of Courtney Love, who many feel is at the hands of the death of Kurt Cobain. So, but the thing is, it's this type of behavior has been normalized in Hollywood long time ago.
Of course.
Long time ago.
Look at. Okay, somebody brought up a point. They said, look at a movie like Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
Feel good movie.
Yep.
Funny film.
One of my favorites.
Right.
Yeah.
But look how misogynistic it is.
Yeah.
B, look at the scene where he dresses up. He dresses up like the other guy from the other and goes down on the girl.
Okay. On the moon, he's dressed up as Darth Vader.
Right.
Yeah.
My dude, that's rape.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, and yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, you're totally right. Yeah, I mean,
you remember a movie like Porky's?
Dude, there's
with the holes in the girls.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The guys.
Even back to Revenge of the Nerds. Remember they put the cameras inside the sorority girls' dorms?
Right.
I mean, there was a lot of edgy shit back then.
Now, think about that. That's something that you put on camera and say that this is okay.
Right.
That's okay.
But even with Louis C.K.
Animal House. Oh,
even with Louis C.K. But most recently, but the funny thing is, in his new show or bit or comedy special or whatever that they didn't release, or I think a new film or something they didn't release, he was talking about getting naked and masturbating in front of women. So it's like the line is blurred so much with these people that they see nothing wrong with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they just think that, oh, it's a joke, especially in comedy. You know, as a female comedian, you know, they're supposed to, oh, it's just a joke. You're supposed, oh, you can't take a joke? And it's like, my brother, you can't be getting naked in front of me jerking off.
But see, okay, all right. So somebody like Louis C.K., I look at as being a pervert instead of being a predator.
I don't think he should lose his entire career because he didn't commit a crime.
No, he didn't commit a crime.
He didn't commit a crime.
Now, first of all, let me just say, I'm not defending his actions.
Sounds like you are.
Yo, O'Connor, back me up.
Keep your clothes on.
Steph, back me up. Chappella, back me up. Listen. If I go and ask a woman, if I go and ask a girl, yo, listen, I think you hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me jack off in front of you.
You would never do that.
No, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying, if I ask.
Why wouldn't you, D? Exactly. But go ahead, finish your point.
Why wouldn't I? Because I feel that, it's important.
Disgusting.
It's in poor taste.
Fucking disgusting.
It's in poor taste. Yeah. Well, listen, I've done it before.
But it was probably with someone you were dating. It wasn't like the... All right, go back to your point. Because clearly you've done this before. That's why you're defending this point. Go ahead.
No. I'm not... Don't do that to me, Gypsy. Fuck.
We're canceling his show.
Oh, man.
No, go ahead.
Yo, Stephanie called me a weirdo. Yo, Stephanie, come on, fam. No, listen.
No one's pulling this shit out.
The man asked the woman. He asked her.
There was two of them. There was two women.
There's like 5 women that came out and said he did it. But he asked them, "Can I, masturbate in front of you?" And either the girl said they said yes.
If they say yes, and that's on
Okay,
them. I completely agree.
All right. So now they said yes, but the women said they didn't want to, but they felt that they were going to lose their job, or they felt that there was going to be some kind.
That's tough.
Oh, Anthony O'Connor. What about Pee Wee Herman? All he did was jack off in the theater. Kind of is kicked out the biz. Look, that's fucked up. I mean, that was years ago. Yeah. And he made
the problem with Pee Wee is because his show was directed towards children. If he was just
no, his show didn't start off direct for children. It was for adults.
No, I understand that.
Oh, you mean Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman as a whole is seen as it's for kids in general. His image is for children.
All right.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but he wasn't. It's not like the man was dressed up like Pee Wee Herman, janking his dick off.
That's not the point.
He had a goatee and long hair.
I remember when that shit came out and his picture came out. No one recognized. We were like,
right? Who was that
Paul
guy?
Rubin?
Right?
Who's
right,
Paul Rubin?
Right. But what I'm saying is that was a takedown. That was a takedown. Come on.
I don't totally disagree with you, but it's almost like Tiger Woods. Like your image is so clean. When you do something so bad, you're gonna get torn all the way down. If Tiger Woods had been like Leonardo DiCaprio, dating women all over the place, having a good time, no one would have gave a fuck that he cheated on his wife or whatever. You know what I mean? But when your image is so clean like a Pee Wee Herman, you're seen as, a child, an actor. Your movies are for kids or whatever, teenagers or whatever. And no one had never seen anything like that before at the time.
The man was in one of those dirty 42nd Street fucking peep show shits.
I know.
My dude, how in the hell do you lose your whole career? You went to watch porn in a theater.
I know.
My nigga, your feet is sticking to the ground in these places, bro.
Someone must have followed him in it. Like, how did they know he was in there?
It was a takedown.
Yeah,
it was a setup, man.
Yeah.
All right, Stephanie, listen. Hollywood has been normalizing rape culture for a long time. Yes, they have.
Totally.
Anthony O'Connor says Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne's been caught out there, too.
Oh, word?
Well, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no. Well, he's getting a divorce from his wife too.
Okay.
Gina, I think it's Gina Torres or.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a divorce.
Okay.
Did you ever see his daughter's porno?
I remember the headlines. I never saw it.
Oh, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was pretty decent.
What'd that mom do?
She was alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's check that out.
Rape culture, ladies and gentlemen.
No, right? We're literally adding to it.
Yo, all right. By himself, no.
See how fucking programmed we are? It's crazy.
No. Tiger wasn't just hitting 18 holes a day on the course.
That was a good one, Joe.
But Joe, shout out to Joe, man. Make sure you check out his
Broken Filter live every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
But yo, I don't know, man. It's when it comes to Louis C.K. and he admitted it, but he has lost his endorsement deals. The Netflix has shut him down.
Yeah.
FX has cut all ties to him.
It's fucked up.
I don't know, man.
It's an over.
Aiden, what's going on?
My thing is that I think these companies, the sponsors and the Netflix and all that stuff, they really should be waiting until there's a trial or there's a court or there's a crime. Like now, if I'm an actor and I sign with Netflix, I'm putting that in my contract. God forbid someone comes out.
They won't do it. They won't do
Sure?
it. They won't do it.
Need a better.
They're not doing it. They're not doing it.
Get a better lawyer. I don't know, man. It's just it is tough because do I think Louis C.K. should lose his entire career over it? I don't know. Should there be some type of repercussion? Maybe, but who's the judge? I don't know. There's no clean answer. Harvey Weinstein, goodbye.
Yeah, he's done.
You can't be raping people.
Yeah.
You can't force yourself on another person.
You can't force yourself on another person. What he did, what Louis C.K. did was wrong. It's weird, but you asked permission. So if you get permission from a woman to stand there and
But
watch you jerk off,
those two,
different.
Those two comedians, I think they were the first two. They were in the room with him together, and I think they told him. No, and he did it anyway, or they just didn't respond. He just did. Listen, I wasn't there. I don't know.
Listen. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it the other day, and I said to myself, I said, "Holy shit!" I said, "I've done some questionable things to women."
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've smacked a girl's ass before.
Yeah, but she wanted it. Or, oh, you mean not in the heat of the moment?
Wait, yo, my nigga.
No.
Do that.
No.
Son.
I'm thinking like in the moment of sex. In the moment of sex. You mean like walking down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But yo,
No, I've never.
just to clean that shit up real quick.
No, I'm
like, yo,
serious.
she wanted it.
No, I'm serious. No. I thought you meant in the passion of sex.
In the passion of sex.
Yeah. What woman doesn't want that? But no.
No.
Walking down the street? No, me personally, I've never put.
I was like 15, 16 years old, girls, you know what I'm saying?
To me, that's not right, but it's. You're
Think about
15 to
that.
16.
Think about that. Think about it.
It's not illegal. You can't go to juvie for it, can you?
I mean, if you were in a group home, probably.
But you weren't, and you weren't a serial ass slapper.
I wasn't a serial ass slapper, but I'm saying though, like,
it's wrong what you did.
Of course
up.
it is. Of course it is.
It's fucked up because you.
But
made
I
that
wouldn't
girl
I wouldn't use my power.
But you did use your power in that
Right,
instance.
I did.
Because you're stronger than her. What's she
did.
gonna do to you?
Right.
She gonna fight you?
Right.
No.
What happens then? Nah, you're right. You're right. I mean, thinking back on it, like looking. Let me check the chat.
He's like,
I know this
Let me
shit.
see what people are saying right now.
All right. So Joe said Louis C.K.
Chappelle was like, but she wanted it.
Chappelle.
My bad, Chappelle. I got caught up in the moment. My bad.
Hold on. But she wanted it though. He said, no, we gonna have politicians grabbing pum pums. Yo, he never grabbed the pum pum. He said he was gonna grab him by the pussy. Grab him by the pussy. Louis C.K., it was harassment, not rape or assault. Harvey is fucked, and he should be. Louis C.K. is catching a knee-jerk reaction stemming from the heavy shit going on right now. Nah, you're right. You're right. And he apologized. Well, Louis C.K. is extremely talented. Forgiving Pootie Tang.
No doubt.
Yeah, that movie was terrible. To smack girls' ass without permission on the street. Yeah, it's okay. It was on the other side of the street doing the same thing, Derek. Fuck you, O'Connor. It's definitely illegal. Well, listen, we're gonna switch up. We're gonna go to the top 10 independent albums.
Damn, this is a good combo though.
Yeah, man, we killing it tonight. Listen, we're gonna go to the top 10 independent albums. All my people that are watching live right now, please comment on these albums. Let us know if you listen to them, or if you don't know who they are. We're going to tell you about them right now. Number 10 this week is somebody that everybody should know, even if you're an old white man somewhere in the Midwest. It's 112, their new album, Q Mike Slim Duran, is number 10 this week on the charts.
Nice.
And I got to listen to their album, and it is fire.
Really? Is it a throwback or?
Dude, it's just it is a continuation from the third album.
Wow.
Toss out Hot and Wet, and
Okay.
which wasn't that good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the first three 112 albums are damn near classics. You got 112, the self-titled album, Room 112, which is my favorite 112 album, and then you got Part 3. This album is a direct sequel from Part 3. It's got Faith Evans is on it.
Oh,
wow. They got the intros on there.
Yeah.
They have a duet with Jagged Edge.
Wow.
It's 112 featuring Jagged Edge on the fucking song. You got, they even put the ballad at the end, just like all the other albums. You remember they got all the up-tempo shit, and then at the end you got that ballad? It's dope. Yeah, man.
That was my shit.
Yo. So
I was in love with some imaginary woman when I was 14, whenever that album came out. I don't know who it was, but I was in love with someone.
Joe was like, yo, 112 still making albums? Yeah, man, they still out here. Shout out to Dennis Rodriguez in the building. Danny.
Let me ask you, 112 or Jagged Edge?
112.
All right, just asking. Someone had posted that on Facebook earlier.
Jagged Edge, to me, Jagged Edge, they always sing in the same fucking area. Like, they don't really go above and beyond their vocal range, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. But all their harmonies sound the same to me.
Okay.
Just to me.
And 112, you feel, puts out just better music as a whole?
Well, I feel that it goes by generation. I felt that Boyz II Men being on Motown Records was the passing of the torch from, like, the Temptations, Four Tops.
Okay.
They were the closest thing to, 1960s boy band era, if you want to call it boy bands, because that's what they were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they were classics. So I felt that was the passing the torch. I felt Boyz II Men passed the torch to 112 on their first album because two of the guys from Boyz II Men actually produced a song on 112. I felt that was like the passing of the baton. You know what I mean? Because these guys were at the top of their craft. Boyz II Men by that time, by 96, Boyz II Men was like fucking huge.
Yeah.
They
weren't they were all over MTV every
Right.
5 seconds.
Like,
they were all over the place.
Think about this. Their first album came out in 91. Their second album came out in like 94, I think. 94 into 95. And dude, by the time 95 came around, they were nominated for Album of the Year, along with TLC for Crazy Sexy Cool and Garth Brooks, who took home the Grammy. He left it on the stage that night because he was like, there's no way that my album is better than everybody else.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he left it up there. And that's how they ended the night, with the light shining on the Grammy Award. Whoever was the producer of that Grammy Awards that year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up in a second. But that was the pinnacle of the Grammys for me. I think it went downhill after that. To me.
Okay. All right.
But 95, you had country, hip hop, R&B, they were all together, and Garth Brooks was just like, he won like 8 Grammys that night. He was like, I don't feel I had the best album of the year.
Wow, you pulled the Kanye almost.
Yeah, and he just left it there.
Okay.
All right, number 9 this week is Julian Baker, and her album's called Turn Out the Lights.
That's the lights.
Turn on.
Light a candle.
Trevor Jackson's in the building. What's going on, man? Trevor Jackson. Pop, pop singer-songwriter. Sounded good. I listened to a few of the tracks on Tidal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a music streaming service, I'm plugging them anyway. Please don't do Spotify or
Apple.
What is it? Apple Tunes, iTunes.
Yeah.
No,
Apple
iTunes
Music.
is Apple Music.
Apple Music.
So Apple Music. Listen, those two companies are not paying they're not paying a good wage to artists. So if you're gonna get a streaming service, Tidal does everything that these other, platforms do. I have Tidal. I have the Hi-Fi. I pay $19.99 a month. I get exclusive everything. Like, I can put it on my Fire Stick. I can watch it on my television. I can watch it on my phone. But concerts, exclusives, everything. So I go with Tidal. But anyway, let's keep going. Number 8 this week is 10 Years. I don't know if anybody remembers the band 10 Years.
Nope.
All right, 10 Years is How to Live as Ghosts. That's number 8 this week. That's number 8. Number 7 this week, Back from the Dead, ladies and gentlemen. It is Metallica, Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
Yeah, I wish they would.
Yeah.
No, I'm just teasing.
They're back in the top 10 once again. Number 6 this week is actually Hanson.
Whoa.
With their Christmas album.
Okay.
Finally, it's Christmas.
Okay. I can dig it. I bet it is really cozy.
Wait. Hold on.
Just saying.
Now I know, you know what? O'Connor's gonna kill my ass. But I think Hanson is one of the best pop bands around.
I haven't been following their music I haven't been listening to it, but I've been following the media coverage of it, and I really respect them as artists, going overseas and continuing their music career,
right.
Growing up as adults, and not being douchebag pop artists,
Right.
Like someone else that will remain nameless, Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? I'm just saying they could have been like 3 Justin Biebers, but they didn't. They decided
Right.
to.
I respect that they keep the band together, not like the Jonas Brothers.
Right.
And everybody's going out doing their own projects. Hanson's been together since like 1993 or something like that.
I respect them, man. I actually do.
But think about this. They were like 12 years old. Like the youngest kid was like, what, 9 or 10?
Something like that.
And they
man.
played all the instruments on the album.
They got real talent, man.
They have real talent.
They have real talent.
But they get, Mbop, which is still like one of the biggest selling songs ever of like all time. It's definitely like top 50.
I kind of wish they had pulled like a John Mayer, because remember John Mayer, to me Mayer was Bieber before Bieber. Like Mayer was just super.
I don't know, man. Bieber wasn't, John Mayer wasn't dancing, man.
All right. He wasn't dance, but he was super pop, super clean. What's that Wonder? I can't fucking sing. But
Wonderwall.
I know, not that song. But what was his big hit? Never mind. I'm just saying. All of a sudden,
through the hall of my high school,
there was that one.
I want to scream at the top of my lungs.
Right. But then all of a sudden, he turned into this blues guitar virtuoso.
He was always that, though.
No, he wasn't showing it on MTV when he first came out.
Well, of course, they were showing his videos, man. But you hear him
knew
play.
that. Well, you probably knew that.
Well, you used to go see him live. He used to play all kinds of shit. He used to play B.B. King, even when he was back doing that.
Back then,
yeah,
I didn't know, because I thought he was just like a pop artist.
He wasn't pop. He was pop. What he came out with? Anthony said, "Kill yourself." Oh shit! Yo, O'Connor, man, don't come for me like that, fam. Damn, son, he said, "Kill yourself." He hates Hanson. Yo, whenever I play Mbop, he be like, "Yo, I'm gonna
fuck you up, right?"
He said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." All right, man. So number 5 this week is The Used, which is another band that was big back in the 2000s. And their new album's called The Canyon.
Okay.
Number 4 this week is Granger Smith, and he's got an album called When the Good Guys Win.
Am I one of the good guys?
Yo, my dude, the album is dope. It's country, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if Naya is watching, but Naya and I were in the car, and I got hit with, it was like a country day. Like I played nothing but country in the car while we were driving. So, of course, I Hope You Dance by, I think it's Leanne Womack.
Okay.
Yeah, I Hope You Dance. It was one of my favorite songs. Faith Hill, we had to do a little, we did Brooks and Dunn. We did a little Tim McGraw.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's
I can't do country.
You can't do country? Country's great, man. So there's a song by Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
From Hootie.
From Hootie, yeah.
Hootie and the Blowfish. And the song is called It Won't Be Like That for Long or something like that. And he's talking about, him being a first-time father and him taking his daughter to school.
Right.
And, him giving her away at the wedding. You know what I mean? And I was like, nah, you gotta listen to this song. She was like, oh my God. She was like, this song is so nice. She's sitting in the back with the kid and she starts crying. I was just like, oh man. But I love country music, man. But Granger Smith, I think this is like his 2nd or 3rd album. Let me check and see. But Granger has been out for a little while. But the whole thing is they support like each other.
Definitely.
Like I've never seen a genre of music that keeps moving forward despite all the pitfalls from the industry. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that country music wasn't hurt by lack of sales and things.
It used to be the
nature.
#1 genre of music in this country for decades.
For a long time.
It wasn't until hip hop took over.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, oh my God, wait a second. Granger Smith, this is his
20th album?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is his 9th album.
Wow.
And he's won a BMI award back in 2016 for his last album, which was Remington. Okay. His first album came out in 1998. And he's only 38 years old.
Good for him.
Yeah, man. He's killing it. Number 5 this week is Hollywood Undead. And their album is called 5. If you don't know who Hollywood Undead is, you got to check them out.
We're actually on number 3.
Oh, number 3. I'm sorry. The album's called 5.
Gotcha.
My bad. So Hollywood Undead. I heard Hollywood Undead back in the, I don't know, 2000s maybe? Yeah, they first came out 2005. Now, Hollywood Undead is like a rap, rock, new metal. They came out around the time that, Linkin Park, and what was the other band with, did it all for the nookie. Come on.
Oh, Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. They came out around that time. Yeah, man. But
Okay.
this is their fifth album. This is called number 5.
All right.
So number 2 this week is Big Crit.
Crit.
Yeah, man. You know what? I don't think Crit gets a lot of
He
credit.
doesn't. I've seen the live show. He's phenomenal.
I don't think he gets a lot of
He's
credit.
phenomenal live.
I think he was on the last not Outkast, Big Boy's album. I think Big Crit was
Oh yeah,
on
He had a feature.
He had a feature
He
on it.
definitely did. Yeah,
That was the last time I heard him.
Yeah, I saw him live in Germany about 5 or 6 years ago. And I had never heard of him.
Right.
I'm like, who is this guy?
And he killed it. He killed the stage.
Man. Killed it.
Now, number 1 this week. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be like, who? Oh, number 1 this week is Ninja Sex Party.
What?
And their album is called Under the Covers, Volume 2.
There was a volume 1?
Yeah.
I wonder, is this like a 112? Can we listen after 112?
What, Ninja Sex Party? You gotta.
This sounds kind of hot. No.
Oh, man.
What kind of music is it? What is it?
Dude, it's hard to describe.
I'm going to definitely listen to it later, though.
What, Ninja?
Yeah, I want to know what this is about.
Yeah, man. I listen to well, of course it's covers, but they do like they do weird covers of songs. So Ninja Sex Party, they're from the city, they're from here. There's a musical comedy duo, and they formed in 2009, and now they live in Los Angeles. But they do covers of songs. And this one is covers, but it's a non-comedic approach to the music.
Okay.
And they're doing 70s and 80s on this album.
All right, cool.
But Under the Covers, Volume 1 came out last year. Under Covers 2 is this year.
I'm actually a little disappointed. I wanted it to be original music.
So it's Africa. They do Africa by Toto, More Than a Feeling by Boston, Limelight by Rush, Pour Some Sugar on Me from Def Leppard, Something About You, Level 42, In Your Eyes, Peter Gabriel, Heat of the Moment, Asia, You Spin Me Round like a Record, Dead or Alive, Don't Lose My Number, Phil Collins, I Wish by Stevie Wonder, Your Wildest Dreams, The Moody Blues, and Rocket Man by Elton John. That's the whole album.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But you gotta listen to both of them. If you're gonna listen to Ninja Sex Party, you gotta listen to the other covers, which is like comedy covers, like kind of parody. And then this one, they play everything. Yeah.
Bet their live shows are awesome.
Oh, they gotta fucking follow it like no other, man.
I bet.
Like no other.
I bet.
Yeah, man. So that was the top independent albums in the country this week, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk about our sponsors. Our sponsor this week, as of every other week, is Koi Creative Space. In the heart of White Plains, New York, go to koicreativespace.com and you can take a tour of the space. You can also either talk to Jonathan and Munir. Yo, Munir. Or you can talk to the other guy, which will remain nameless. And you can go and get a membership, man. It's all good. Juju the model's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. She got her own brewed beer. Is that beer?
Just water.
Oh.
In a bottle.
In a bottle. It looks like a beer bottle. Great. Fucking awesome. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, go to koicreativespace.com. Mention OTV Live. And they will give you a discount on your membership. Cool. Another one, what we got to do this week, we're going to start promoting my shows because everybody's telling me, you got to promote your shows on OTV Live. So you can go up to, let me see, guests. Just go into the guest tab, Gypsy. And this week, I will be DJing Thursday for a drag show. It's called Gagged Thursdays, and it's right in the heart It's right in the heart of Irishville on McLean Avenue in Yonkers, aka Irishville. So come out, you guys, and support these drag queens. They put a lot of time, effort, and a lot of makeup into the show. Yo, so it's hosted by Rolling Stone, excuse me, Rhoda, and who used to be on
Social Circus.
Yeah, Social Circus. So Zendaza knows her here at the studio, and also Tess Tickles. Yeah, Tess Tickles will be hosting the show this week. We're starting early, so please get there around 10 o'clock. It's located on McLean Avenue. It's Ireland's 32. Let me get you the address so you don't be like, Derek said to come out here, but we don't know where it is. So, and now my internet is down. Of course it is. Of course. God damn it. Once again, Ireland's 32. That's Thursday night.
817 McLean Avenue.
817 McLean Avenue, Yonkers, New York. Ireland's 32. Definitely go and check us out. I'll be DJing there. Tuesday night, I am not at Harlem Nights, but they have jazz. So check out jazz. Harlem Nights Tuesday night. That is on Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. Also, Wednesday night, I will be at McShane's here in Portchester. That's where we broadcast the show. So make sure you come out to that. We're starting at 11. Thursday night, I'll be at Islands 32. And Friday and Saturday night, I will be at O'Connor's in Mount Kisco DJing. So definitely come out to that. Yo, make sure you check out the Hangover Takeover. It's coming on right after OTV Live, let's say 9:30. So make sure that you log on to the Hangover Takeover. Look them up on Facebook. They'll be going.
Yo, somebody tighten this plastic bottle. So
Yo, the pressure on this bottle is crazy.
Yo, son.
Yo, Dio opened it, of course, because we loosened it, Joe. But
that's tight, though.
it ain't easy.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to my manly hands.
I got the fucking marks.
You got the marks in there? Yo. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we thank y'all for watching the show tonight. Catch the replays on YouTube. We're trying to get up some subscribers. So go on to OTV Live, put in either D.Wise or any of the guests from OTV Live, and check us out on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share the video. And until next week, ladies and gentlemen, keep it indie, baby.